I'm sorry. Oh my God. You guys make me burp so much. What the fuck? I'm like, I swear to God, I'm not like burping all over the place. It's like when I turn the camera on and I don't feel like turning it off, turning it back on right now. So, whatever. Sometimes it's good for you guys to see how you affect my life. Okay. Um, Humor rollout is happening right now to my husband club. Okay. To my husband club and perhaps and friends. Okay. But definitely to my husband club. Because there's like people that are like in our friend group that are very Vertacious right now, and so are my husbands. My husbands are very Vertacious right now. So, I'm saying that they might get the same humor since they're in the same, they're on the same timeline as my husbands, even if they aren't in the Hot Husband Club. Isn't that funny? Do you guys understand what I'm saying? Am I speaking English here? Plus, this stupid girl, like, totally, like, do not film on like a blank background with like nothing around you. Like, don't do it. You're obviously freaking stealing, trying to steal energy. You're not helping, okay? You're not helping. I don't need help being like people like stealing my freaking style to like pay their own bills, and you get to say you're helping. You're not helping, okay? Like people are like, "Oh, well this is her category and like she needs like more people in her category to help her." Like when I was doing like my witchcraft stuff or whatever, like all my like friends like suddenly got into witchcraft and it was after 2017. And I was like, what the hell is going on with like my friend group? Like, why are they all doing this witchy stuff on their Instagrams where they have like 100,000 followers and I have like 2,000 followers and whatever. And they're like, they're helping you. They're helping you. They're growing your market. And it's like, no, they're not really growing my market. They're more like saturating my market and like stealing my customers and like, ooh, that seems new and fresh to do that. Let's just steal Alyssa's ideas. Okay, I didn't think about that, Catherine. Like, you didn't help me. You weren't helping me back then, you know? Like, that's when like the guys were on or whatever. Like, oh, they're just helping. No, you're not helping me. Okay, like, is she calling me for a collab? Is she like supporting me? Is she putting me on her podcast or her show or whatever and showing me off to her audience? Or is she just literally stealing my ideas? Okay, because if you're just literally stealing my ideas, you're not helping. You're not helping to grow my channel or whatever. It's not like doing a logo for free and like just doing it for exposure or something like that. You know what I mean? Like you're not helping, you're just literally stealing my ideas. That's all you're doing. Okay, that's fine. Give me your house then. You know what I mean? Like she just apologized. Great, that's fine. Good. Then give me your house with all the ideas that I gave you that and the money that you made. You know what I mean? Like you're not sorry. You're not sorry. You're not sorry. You're not fucking sorry. I think people think like because I've been friends with them for like a really long time or whatever, like I won't tell them off, like I won't tell them the truth, like they'll never get their own humiliation ritual or something. And it's like, you know what you did. First of all, you know what you did. You knew you weren't helping then. You knew you weren't helping then. You knew, I know you heard that conversation because it was about you. It was like, why are you doing this? Like, why is she doing this? Why is she all into like witchcraft stuff or whatever? Oh, she's helping. Really? Then where's the phone call? Like to include like the real magical person. No, she's not helping. She's just trying to make money. She's just trying to stay relevant off of the one molecule's ideas because the one molecule sends it out, right? One molecule creates the marketing for the entire world. So if the one molecule's doing witchcraft, then that's going to be a hot topic, right? And she's going to make the most money from that. So that's a good marketing tactic, okay? It's that simple. It was my one of my best friends. So she was definitely like on the same timeline as me and heard my conversations. Okay, so yeah, give me your house then. Like, but where am I gonna live? Like, I care. You stole my birthright my whole life. You're one of the part of the problems, Catherine, is like you stole my birthright my entire life. Like you're a special fake princess. You know what I mean? Like it was fun for a little while, but like at some point you should have just been like, look, you're the real princess and we have to support you. It's like another she's part of the Megan line from my childhood. She's like in that same line where it's like she should be able to get along with me like no matter what. Like but like money gets in the way or whatever. And like she has to like be more important than me because she has like a lot of money. Like same as like Meg or whatever. Like I'm gonna cry. No, okay. I'm not seeing that point of view. Like you guys think this is a joke and like you keep thinking like yourself as like a person, okay? Like if you're a person, then you would support like your person is your soul, okay? So your soul would support God and that's me. Okay? So like your egos, like I just need to destroy your fucking egos because you're just like you're sitting here like crying to me over the screen about like oh my god she's finally gonna see my point of view and that would mean like I'm an important person and like my ego is valid. Like what don't you understand? There's nothing besides the one molecule, as you have clearly said multiple times when you've thrown me in my void throughout my life, right? But like I need to see this person's very important egotistical point of view, right? But you don't exist like outside of the one molecule. So why do you think I would see your point of view or care? It's so crazy. Like you needed to find some kind of importance besides money since like you guys weren't rich and like where could that importance come from? I don't know. Could it possibly come from something inside of your house? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I'm so sorry. You guys can't find importance with money. Like, it's like you guys really drew the short stick, didn't you? Didn't you? Yeah. You really drew the short stick by knowing God personally, right? You drew the short stick, Catherine, by having God as your personal best friend, right? I'm so sorry, guys. I'm so sorry. Because, like, Catherine wants to be like a billionaire, like Ryan Reynolds, and she's like so completely jealous. And she's like saying that over the loudspeaker. Like, I'll just never be as important as Ryan Reynolds or whatever, and like how as much money as Ryan Reynolds or whatever. And I'm just like, yeah. I mean, you just really drew the short stick, Catherine. Like, there's just nothing else in your life that could possibly make you important. Definitely not your best friend, your old best friend. I'm not really her best friend anymore, but she does not live in Asheville. But she definitely lives close to Asheville. She lives close to Asheville, guys. I got a lot of Carolina people. I love the Carolinas. I freaking love the Carolinas and I love Savannah, Georgia. I freaking love Savannah, Georgia. I love the Outer Banks. I just love that area in general. Like it's like literally like I think it's probably one of my favorite areas in all of the United States. It's like kind of like SoCal, like weather-wise and stuff. Of course, like, you know, there's things like hurricanes and tornadoes and stuff, but I'm the one molecule, so it's not really like that scary. But um LA is like really dirty and stuff, but it's like the same weather. It's just like a cleaner LA and it's like more mild, but like there's still like really great food and like great people and um but like you still kind of get like the fall there. Like you get like a light fall there with like the trees changing or whatever, which like I don't really seem to care about this year, but I usually care about the leaves changing. Birmingham, Alabama. Why are you smiling, Hayden? I hear Hayden smiling in the bathroom. In the bathroom. In the bathroom, Hayden. I hear Hayden smiling in the background and like talking to me, but I don't hear what he's saying. Did you say you heard me through the bathroom mirror, maybe? I can't hear him because he's in my inner court and like I can't really like hear his telepathy anymore. What? My baby is quite mad at me because I haven't decided what tux to wear at our wedding. What are you gonna do? Like a shapeshifter vibe? Is that what you're saying? You are important. We are in the shadow realm. I know, but we gotta take over the light realm. I already told you guys that. They're laughing at how serious I get out of nowhere. Okay, so let me see. So many notes, guys, and I'm already 12 minutes into this video. I swear I have like so many freaking downloads. This is the quickening. Again, this is the quickening. When there's like a million downloads a day, it's the quickening, then the sickening, then the awakening. And we're doing it again in order because you guys asked for another round and you're making me and Colin Farrell kind of feel stupid because we're just like, wow, you guys really want another round. Like, you are that stupid that then thus there, then what? You're making us feel stupid because we're like, okay, you guys all know I'm God by now. They all know she's God, so like they'll feel safer being ruled by aliens named Alyssa and Colin, basically, just to keep it simple. And like I said, like Colin was like, "Are you ready, sweetheart?" Last year or whatever, and I'm like, "I'm so nervous, but like, okay, fine, like I'll do it." And like, it's been nothing but like a shit show, a horror show, a terrifying show, like completely obliterating like our wills to live like all year long instead of like, oh my God, they all know she's God. Yay, they're gonna put me in my castle. It's been like great reset after great reset after great reset after great reset. Like, like I died at least 13 times, probably closer to 20. I'll say I died 20 times this year already. It's November. That's very unusual. So, like, there's been 20 great resets, at least 20 this year alone. Okay, that means like I reset the game this year alone 20 times. I didn't get shoved in my void, but I did die because I think like you guys are like learning how to take care of me without like shoving me in my void. So I kind of just like die and like reset the game and like go to different like parts of the map. Like I went to the Pleiades one time when I died. It's like I go to like maybe this map is sort of like a fail-safe safe space trap and like why I drew it because it like keeps me out of my void because like I basically go to like different places on the map and whatever. But Hyrule's not on this map. I think I might have said that. I think I might have said that. It's like up here or whatever. But this is basically the Milky Way galaxy. Um, so if you don't believe in telepathy, you can't hear me, and that's just the truth. If you don't believe in telepathy, what you hear is hallucinations and schizophrenic dissociations, and you're having like a schizophrenia episode. And I suggest you go to um, an actual 3D doctor because you believe in 3D. Um, if you think you're hearing me over walls, then I think you should. Uh, if you think you're hearing me over walls and you don't believe in telepathy, then I think you should go to a 3D doctor and have that checked out because you're probably schizophrenic. Okay. So And you guys just died when I said that. What do you know? I just killed a bunch of 3D people. Like you don't hear me. You can't use my telepathy against me. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like you can't say like, oh, okay, fine, like telepathically. Oh, telepathy is real. Like you're literally no, like you're still saying telepathy's not real because you said with your mouth telepathy's not real. You get it? You get it? So you're having hallucinations and you're having a schizophrenic episode, okay? And you should go to a 3D doctor and probably take some medication for that, okay? Otherwise, you are not like literally you're not a mutant. Literally, you're like a government official, like that president that turned into like actually I saw that in the shower with someone. Who was that? Was it my aunt? I forget who it was. It wasn't Kamala. It might have been my aunt, my aunt. Do you guys remember that? I think it was the president, and they like Magneto kidnaps the president, and they like shoot him up with like a mutant serum. Some like what is it? V. They shoot him up with some V compound V, and he becomes like this like slimy like goo dude, and then like when he's like giving like a speech or something, he like just like goes out into like full liquid form. You guys remember that? I think it was my aunt. I saw her do that. I was like, oh, that's cool. Um, but yeah, that's what you are. Okay, if you like if you say you can't hear my telepathy with your mouth, then you can't hear my telepathy. Okay, you're having hallucinations. Okay. Um, I think the higher aliens overwhelm Earth with the higher frequencies every year. This was it. Okay, this is so crazy, guys, and that's why let me read this paragraph to you, and then I'll continue. I think the higher aliens overwhelm Earth with the higher frequencies every year, and that's why we die. I'm just looking at the picture, basically this picture, right? That picture, and I guess basically like this picture. And that's why we die. I'm just looking at the picture and I'm a spinally, sparkly thing. I'm not a Draco on Earth. The gates need to be open for the frequencies not to fry Earth every year. And most importantly, for me not to die. And Aaron Dowdy was like, okay, I'll just like focus on like opening the gates of Amenti then, um, since that keeps happening to you and I don't want you to keep dying or whatever. So does that I mean it made complete sense to me. So like I literally don't feel like I need to over explain that because that paragraph made complete sense to me. And I feel some of you being like, can you please like take a deep dive and like show us like what that looks like? You know, like what would that look like? Um, but like not my monkeys, not my class. So like I think I suggest you find like a one-on-one teacher or something. But I totally suggest Gigi Young. I totally suggest April O'Neil. Like you need more of like a 101 vibe or like an over explainer vibe. Gigi's not 101, but like she'll deep dive. Like she will deep dive all the way back to 101 with like every sentence and like good for her. Good for her because we obviously need people like that because I hate being like that. And I can literally hear you asking me over the screen, but I don't understand what that means. Okay, that means you're not in my class. That means you're not from my class. Okay, you need a teacher. Go online and Google it. I just gave you two people that might, you guys need, like, seriously, like, you guys that ask me to over explain everything. You need to admit to yourself that you're listening in. You need to go on the internet and find a good good fit for yourself. I just gave you two people to search. There are tons of other people that can help you on the internet. You only probably trust me. Um, those are the only suggestions, because you're literally going to ask me for 1,500 years why your husband is sleeping on the couch, okay? And I've literally had enough, okay? And my brother's had enough too. I heard my brother like freaking my brother and Sebastian's dad freaking screaming about that last night at the top of their lungs about the freaking couch problem. Um, like there are basic bitch support groups on the internet that have like spiritual tendencies, and you can find them. And I'm not calling April or Gigi that, but I'm just saying like they might be a better fit for you or some other people. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to stoop to your level and over explain things that I completely understand. Gigi likes doing that. It's a part of her personality. Okay. That's why she's a good fit for that. Okay. It's a part of her personality. She enjoys it. She likes doing it. She clearly likes doing it because her shows are 3 hours long. Okay. April's a part of the gray program. Most of you girls that like being over explained to are part of the gray program. She's a good fit for you if you're a part of the gray program. Okay. Look, guys, I have water. So anyway, that paragraph, the surprising part is that paragraph came from Heather Dubrow. Dubrow. And I randomly was like, oh, let me go check on like the Real Housewives of Orange County or whatever. I haven't watched the show in like for Evs and whatever. And like since I like mentioned them yesterday, I like went on to like I think like YouTube and like watched a couple skits or whatever. And I was like, oh, Heather's still in the show. Cool. Always liked Heather. She keeps it classy. I like Heather. I like Tamara pretty much. I do like Tamara. Tamara came out as autistic. I mean, that's not trying to like, to me, I don't feel like that's trying to steal my thunder. I think it's actually like advocating for like autism and like saying like everyone is on the spectrum. That's what I say. Like we're all on the spectrum. And so I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Clearly, I can hear like people like being like, "You're trying to steal this under." Like, no, I don't think Tamara is. I think that it's good to have like awareness that like we are all on the spectrum and like we don't all operate the same way. And like you can't like order us around like you did to me at like Hasbro or whatever, like, oh, you're not making enough. This was what they used to do to me at Hasbro. Alyssa, you're not making enough eye contact. I'd be like, what? I'm not making enough. I'm like sitting there, like they would like be explaining the project to me, and I would be sitting there like looking at the paper as what they were explaining, or I'd be staring at this out into space so I could concentrate on the words. And they'd be like, you're not making enough eye contact. And I'm like, I didn't know I had to make eye contact to make art, to do my job to make art. I'm processing what you're saying about the artwork and how what artwork you want, and that's why I'm staring into space. Why does it have to do anything with art to make with eye contact? Anyway, yeah, it's like that's why I started coming out as autistic because of what happened to me at Hasbro because they were just like I just felt like so bullied for like being unique or whatever. And then I started seeing all these videos about autism or stuff like that. And I was like, I think I have autism. I guess my one of my moms is becoming real again. I can hear her in the background because she has not been real for a really long time. So she must be my Sarah Paulson, as she's one of my old moms. I can hear her getting mad at that in the background. I don't really care either way if she stays or not. I don't care anymore. It's like when you piss me off for like years. Like I literally don't care if you stay real or not. Um, So anyway, that paragraph came from Heather Duvrow, who is like another like real mom figure. Um, my real moms, they don't have to be brown hair, brown eyes, but like a lot of them have been brown hair, brown eyes, sort of like Colin. But sort of like in the Colin family, if you will. You know what I mean? Um, anyway, that came from Heather Duvrow, and she also said telepathically over like during the thing, she was like, God forbid Alyssa ever like came, because her husband's a plastic surgeon. God forbid Alyssa ever came like over and like asked for something and have to turn her away because of people like Jennifer Patridge or whatever whatever her last name is, on the show or whatever. So like she clearly hears Jennifer's like telepathy as well, and like how she's like, oh, 3D, and like she said about Tamara, she was like, oh, that's such a bad move, like coming out as autistic. Like really, really, it's a bad move being honest that you're on the spectrum. You're so supportive of humans. God forbid you ever have a child. You know what I mean? God forbid you let people know that you're not into like long stare offs in the office. You know what I'm saying? Um, so yeah, keep thinking abuse is a good thing. That's like so great to like not accept people for who they are and like their little quirks, and they might be like a little bit different than you and whatever, and like choose to make them come out as like, on the autistic like scale or whatever, because like you feel like, you're just like a vibrator or whatever, and like you're high and mighty chair like in the corporate sector. Like we get it. We all get it. You know what I mean? So, yeah, Heather said she would have to turn me down for plastic surgery because of Jen. And I was just like, wow, that's crazy. That like crazy sucks for multiple reasons, because like that's also like the vape shop owner like pretty much saying that out loud. Like I'd have to turn her down because of like whoever he works with, that's his Jen at work, right? And it's like it's not a choice. Like I don't know how many times I have to tell you guys it's literally not a choice. It's not a choice, and it's literally illegal to like turn me down, and like that's called fighting back, and that's also like um treason and like perjury, because it like actually tries to like that fighting back actually like can trigger the game to put me back in my void, which would actually count as killing me. Okay, so which is illegal. It's illegal to delete the queen bee in her own video game, and I am the queen bee if we're a nest of bees. Okay, so everybody that has done that over the years is being tried in outer space now, and it is going to trickle down to Earth, because it is the new world order, and I am the queen, and I am in charge. Okay, so yeah, it's like you can't say no, Heather. I don't know if you know that or not, but like you literally can't say no, and like the vape shops like literally can't say no, and it is not a choice. It is not a choice. That's why it's like I get like really angry when you guys say no to me, because I know it's not a choice. And like we have Asheville, North Carolina, like, and Valencia, Spain, to like just go and like show the proof. Like the proof is in the pudding. Like you literally cannot say no. It is not a choice. It's not a choice. And I really do not like hurting like nice people. I don't mind hurting jerks. I really don't mind hurting jerks. Okay, so like from space, obviously from space, guys. Only I'm a pretty like chill person. Um like hurting their feelings is what I meant. I meant like I really do not mind hurting jerks' feelings. Like isn't that pretty much like what I do like all day long, on my show? Um we're in the self-hate realm, so obviously that's going to like bleed through my broadcast a little bit, but like yeah, like I literally do not mind hurting jerks feelings. That's what I meant. I'll clarify from now on. Okay, so I mean, look at how much I can hurt people, guys. Like look at those guns. I'm such a skinny, like scrawny little girl. Like don't step to me, okay? I'll just tell you off and like make you cry like a little baby. That's pretty much all I'll do. It's not that big of a deal. Um, but anyway, oh, so my dad responded to that like literally immediately, and he was like, "I'm gonna start the FEMA camps tomorrow." I obviously heard her. Because I was like, I was at first, I like got so mad for multiple reasons. Number one, she said that she would have to turn me down if I went in for like plastic surgery for free for her office. She clearly knows who I am. I am definitely a fan of Real Housewives of Orange County. It's literally my favorite Real Housewives is Orange County, way better than Beverly Hills, even though Kathy Hilton is literally a gold mine herself, but in humor, I mean. Uh, do you guys get like quiet because I'm speaking? Is that why Kamala keeps saying that? It's like it's so quiet. I don't think it's like dead right now. Like I still feel the energy in the room, but like it's really quiet. um, so Dad said he was gonna start the FEMA camps. Oh, because I got mad because I was like, I just randomly went on to Heather's, the thing because I was like talking about Real Housewives yesterday, and when she said that, which was like a crazy like crazy like important download that like she basically said that download from like my point of view, like I said it to her, but she was saying it back to me over the screen, and I was just like, that does make a lot of sense. Like it's sort of like me being like aware of like how it's happening or why it's happening or whatever, and it's like it fries the earth's frequencies because they're like Lyran's frequencies are like a lot higher, and you need like the unconditional love channel to be like fully intact and fully enforced and fully open, fully on, for it to like not fry earth's frequencies every freaking year, which would mean honoring me as the goddamn queen, which I've been telling you guys to do that um all year long with my mouth out loud. Please don't channel for me. um okay, please do not channel for me. Thank you so much. Um, and when she said that, I was like, I feel like I have to comb the internet for my downloads because I randomly heard that from Heather. And he was like, I just want to like take you out and like take you shopping for Gucci bags. It was Colin, but he was saying it as like the principal or whatever. He's like, I want to take you out for shopping for Gucci bags. I'm going to start the FEMA camps tomorrow. So I obviously believe them. They obviously start in spirit first. And my dad would be in charge of that. Okay, so like it's really not that like surprising or whatever, but yes, my dad would be in charge of that, and it obviously always starts in spirit first. And because like literally his like other option is just to like swallow you guys all whole, and then it's basically just me and my dad. And it's like we're here, like we're not being subtle. We're in the freaking physical realm, and you guys could keep ignoring us and like keep treating us like people. So he's gonna start it in spirit realm, and it will become real. Obviously, it did be. Obviously, I already got my download from it. Okay, so it's sort of like a go backwards, go forwards moment of like how they started, or like how it's starting, right? Because you guys are doing this to me, okay? Like Heather's was like the straw that broke the camel's back. Um, he's saying like right now you should be like on the phone with her right now, and be like, come in for a facelift immediately because that's what she wants, and she's the queen, and that's the end of the story, and that's the beginning and the end. Okay, like that's what he's saying. It's Brandon and Colin, basically. He's saying it's the beginning and the end. It's Brandon and Colin. Okay, so thanks a lot, Heather Duvrow, for completely not not listening to me and not giving me what I want. It's like really great. So my dream last night was driving with Chrissy. I call him Chrissy. You guys are not allowed to call him Chrissy, okay? Chris Evans. You guys are not allowed to call him Chrissy, okay? Like if I have a nickname for any of my partners, oh my God, that stupid name partner. I guess I have to fold it because you guys call it partner because it's a domesticated partner. Okay, it's a domesticated partner. We're literally not romantic. So like we literally don't feel safe to say boyfriend and girlfriend without Alyssa being with Hayden. And like I heard you, but like you can't say that part out loud, right? Of course you can say that part out loud. It's my goddamn world. Well, like, what is wrong with you people? Um, so Chrissy, who you are not allowed to call Chrissy too, okay? Because you guys are that stupid. He'll be like on like whatever entertainment tonight and then they'll be like Chrissy. Like I literally just said you cannot call him Chrissy. Like it's like treason, treason, treason all day long. It's like treason, 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 treason. Okay, Lissa, we heard you. Obviously, you didn't. You didn't hear me because Heather's saying she can't give me a facelift, and my vape store is saying they can't give me vapes. So, no, you did not hear me. It's not a choice. It is not a choice. It is the illusion of choice. Okay? Okay, so last night I was in the car. Chris was driving. Chris Evans was driving to his apartment. He finally picked me up. He came to um, LA from New York. He came to Burlington. Like I'm channeling some like stupid bitch right now, and that's why it's like all weird and wonky. I hate that when they do that, when I channel a stupid bitch. Chris finally came to my house here in Burlington, New Jersey, and I'm just like eating demons is what I'm doing when it's like the wrong words and stuff like that. And like people think they're like being funny. Like, oh, it's the humor part. Like, let me try to be funny. Like, oh my God, I'm so funny. Like, I'm just so funny. My name's Heather and I'm like so funny. Like, he drove to Kenosha last night. That's like hilarious because she doesn't live in Kenosha. Like, it's like a really funny joke. It's like, I'm just like, okay, that's fine. Like, I'm just eating your energy. I'm eating demonic energy all up and like I actually like doing that. Anyway, so Chris drove to my house last night. He like finally picked me up. It was a dream, obviously. I'm still here. Obviously it was also real. Like it's an anyway, whatever. So he came and picked me up at my parents' house. It's basically like somebody fantasizing about it that thinks they're Chris Evans and they're not actually Chris Evans. So it kind of like is me and Chris Evans at the same time. If you understand how energy and overlap works. And he picked me up and then he was driving me to our new apartment in New York City, where he bought me an apartment in New York City. But the weird thing was, and this shit like had me like up for like a few hours, like getting sick. I have like a real big fear, like like my fear is tryptophobia. Do you guys know what tryptophobia is? It's a fear of organic holes. And Chris in the dream last night, he had like really bad acne, like really thick, big blackheads in his cheek, and like a lot of them. And it triggered my tryptophobia like so bad. And like I imagined like sucking them out with like a tiny little vacuum, like extractions, but like with a vacuum. And I was like, oh God, it grosses me out so bad thinking about it. I wish I could draw it for you guys, but oh God, it's so gross. Ugh. So like I vacuumed like all of his blackheads out, and like there was like so many holes in his face. So many organic holes. Oh God, it like triggered my tryptophobia so bad, so hardcore. And I was like so mad at him for letting it get so bad in his face because he knows I have tryptophobia and like he knew it was going to trigger it. And um Like he let it get bad. He didn't let it get bad on purpose, but I was just like so mad at him because I was like, I know I'm gonna have to like get all those out of his skin, and it's gonna leave all of those holes in his face, and it did. It left all those holes in his face, and it triggered my tryptophobia, and it was so gross. I really hate organic holes. It's so gross because like the skin goes in, and it's like just like this little skin hole, like skin. Oh, so gross. And it's like I can't just like let them like simmer. Like I have to like get them out or whatever. Like one of the things I have to watch is like pimple popper videos because it's like I have like I had one boyfriend that had like acne, and I would like spend hours like getting all of his pimples out. I can't leave them. Like I could be a dermatologist. I could definitely be a dermatologist because like I can't like I have to like clear the skin. Ugh. You see how like that kind of freezes me? I watched like I watched Dr. Pimple Popper when I woke up. I had to like soothe soothe my ache and like watch like pimples be like free and like skin like heal itself. And I couldn't stop thinking of like tryptophobia. And then I was thinking of like it like or the what was that called? Like organic flower or whatever, a flower of life. Like I was thinking of like him getting like pimples in like the shape of the flower of life on his face, like and having like that many holes in his face. Oh my God, gross. Really, really gross. I've had tryptophobia since I was like a little child. Guys, I don't know why. Like I don't know what we were thinking about it. Like maybe it's like a little like area for like if you're like an alien or like a mutant for like little bugs to like hang out in and those bugs like come out and then they like bite people and then they like live in the organic holes. I know, like that's what me and my friends think of, but that's what we were thinking of last night to sort of soothe her with the tryptophobia. Those are my friends talking about it, but like, cause ugh. Okay, I have to stop. Anyway, so we went to our apartment in New York City, and I was like, "Oh, you bought me an apartment." He's like, "Yes, I did. I bought you an apartment in New York City because if you guys know, Chris Evans lives in Boston. He doesn't live in New York City, okay?" So he like finally bought me an apartment in New York City, and it was like a bunker. It was like an apartment building in New York, but it was definitely like a bunker. Like I think our apartment didn't have any windows, and Nicole Kidman lived in our same building in New York City. Then it skipped to me being in his apartment, waiting for him to come home, and I was like sitting there playing like on PlayStation. I think it was PlayStation. It looked like the PlayStation um, game, like the controller. Like it didn't look like Nintendo, so I think it was PlayStation. And I was sitting there like playing PlayStation, and he like came home from work, and like Fresh was like really excited to see him. And we were like, Fresh, what's wrong? He got like super excited, and I was like, Fresh, are you gonna pee? And he's like, oh, is he gonna pee? And then he like peed, and I was like, oh, okay. I guess for I like and we were both I was and fresh and then Chris like laughed and like he went to like go get like something to clean it up with and I was like, "Oh, that's weird. Like Fresh doesn't usually pee. Doesn't usually like get like that nervous, but he did. He got like a little nervous. And that's how normal people handle things. I don't know if you guys know that, but and then sort of like got the impression that like they're all buying like really nice luxury apartments for me in New York City. Like all my husbands are buying like nice like a nice luxury apartment for me as like a symbolic gesture um through the dream. But like obviously it was like a bunker and Chris was saying like the nightmare is definitely coming. I mean, I've been saying that, okay? Um but Chris agrees that the nightmare is definitely coming. Oh, he said traveling up to the fun was just so top. not making fun of myself, Claire. I'm just being myself. Oh my god, guys. I'm so sorry. Uh, she just comes out of me. She's gonna come out of me until she's clear, guys. Okay, I gotta clear my tryptophobia. Um. Oh my god, guys, I'm so sorry that I have autism. Chris said traveling to the top was so fun. Okay, so the last time we all traveled to the top, guys, do you guys remember that? How fun. And Ryan was like, the Avengers went to the top with us. Oh my god. Just one more thing to get frustrated over. I mean, clearly I knew that Chris went with us. Like, but of course it would make sense. Like, a lot of them went with us because Chris went with us. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, oh, by the way, I still don't have my Facebook and Instagram back. So great going. Good job, guys. It's literally my world. And Heather Dubrow's sentence probably like made me not get my Facebook and Instagram back. Like, because that's literally like against me, right? That's literally against me. Like, she needs to be like, we would give her a facelift. We would give her whatever she wants. We would give her Botox. We would give her lip filler. I would like a little bit of lip filler. Not a lot. Okay, guys? I don't want a lot. I don't want to be like huge, but like just a tiny bit. Okay. Just a tiny bit. See, it's like hardly noticeable. Okay. Just a very Vertacious top lip, guys. All right. It's like not like that big of a deal. Um, anyway, he said, you guys remember traveling to the top? They're like, let's talk about plastic surgery instead. The girls are so sneaky. It's like such a better conversation than traveling to the top. Because traveling to the top was like not scary at all. Like it was like not not scary farm. Um it was because of the outdated Zeta Reticuli tech or whatever. I do not want to call my Andromeda. I mean, they're from Andromeda. The Zetas are not from Andromeda, right? Like, I don't want to look at a fucking astronomy map, but they're called Zetas. So they're from like, that's where they're from, right? Andromedans are from Andromeda, but Andromeda is a galaxy, and so they have a special planet. Well, I guess we're just calling it Metallica, but I just feel like my brothers probably have like a better. But fine, we're just calling it Metallica. It's fine. Sure, it means something. It's fine. It's fine. Gigi gets all of her words from Ryan too, guys. It's the brother's job. Space Bro's job. As Chris Evans is on the loudspeaker saying, "This is the third day I am asking for help with planet names." Okay. Stop. I'm not doing it on purpose. I swear. Did you hear it was the same Keegan? He said porcelain. I, I didn't even get to that part yet, but that's all coming. It's so funny. He said porcelain. Okay. Okay. Anyway, so uh okay. I think it's the one in Asia. Maybe both. I don't know. Like, cause because you can hear me. I don't know. Can you guys not hear me because you're in the court and you're supposed to be? Is it like cut off both ways? Is it cut off both ways? I mean, Chris Evans could clearly hear less today. I don't know. I don't like figuring out. That's what I mean. You guys try to like make me figure out the logistics of my game, and that also can make me faint. I do not like figuring out the logistics of my game. Okay, guys. It can really make me faint. Like, and it's like getting like anyway. Okay, so she's like Ryan can hear me, and that's all I care about. Guys, keep taking pictures. Okay. It was awful. Oh yeah, yeah. So it was awful last time because the zeta reticuli synthetic overload. It also will be a synthetic overload this time, and it's going to be way worse since I updated. That's why I keep warning you guys about it. Since I updated the gray program, it's going to be way, way worse. And you guys keep trying to make it uncomfy again by not being the church. Just like you tried not to be the state last time, now you're not trying to be the church. So it's like you're like, yay, a repeat. Like we want contact. We want like that like electric metallic feeling. We want to feel like we're being electrocuted, with alien tech for an entire year yet again. Like let's do it, right? Like let's not learn our lesson. Um the the church is in the background condescending, Chris said. And like you guys are starting to be condescending again, and that was like freaking me out last night, and I was like, you guys gotta stop being condescending. I know you guys are eating people, but if you're condescending, it's like so bad. The blemishes on Chris were a sign that it's gonna ruin his career. Because, like, could you imagine, like, Chris Evans with, like, horrible acne? Like, no one would hire him. Like, does anybody ever hire an actor or an actress? No offense to people with horrible acne, but I guess you guys probably already know it's true too, right? Like, that would literally ruin a, like, famous celebrity's career, just having, like, extremely bad blackheads or whatever. So, whatever is going to happen is literally going to ruin Chris Evans' career as like a celebrity or like a famous like actor, which like I obviously want to happen because I want my husband out of the freaking movie industry like yesterday. So, and there's only one will. It's also Chris's will. Um, Atlanteans are very uncomfortable people. It's like a way of life for them. And it's sort of like how like Ryan taught me to live as like a comfy person, and like I've always like since I met Ryan it's like I always try like I always try to keep myself like as comfortable as possible, and that's why I'm constantly voting for myself. I'm like, you guys really need to give me vapes now. Like I literally need to be as comfortable as possible. um It's going to ruin his career because he's a puppet and no one dies. And Brandon was like, how would that ruin his career? Because like people are starting to like pop out of other people or whatever. And anyway, we'll find out or whatever. Then we got skadooshed up. I think it was the Real Housewives got skadooshed up, or maybe it was Chris Evans. I couldn't tell because I was like trying, like I was kind of thinking about both of them. So maybe it's both of them. Got skadooshed up to like 70. I said they're all buying me apartments in New York. He said we probably are, Liz. It's symbolic. You will win against the body doubles. I mean, I would hope so. I guess they were talking to both me and Chris because like I was with a Chris Evans yesterday that has like acne. And then I started ascending again. My ears started popping again. It can be painful ascending. Let me, okay. And then Dr. Pimple Popper was like, let me first talk to you about forcing it. So you guys are being warned on the global level about going to the top again. It is not going to be nice for them. In fact, more intense with the Andromedan upgrade, and it's not going to take them off planet because a lot of you are banking on it taking you off planet. Like I already told you, like, oh, there's like some way out of the game. Like you guys, there's no way out besides accepting that I am the queen, okay? And a queen would deserve a castle and a court, etc., etc. It's not going to take them off planet. It's going to embed them further into the earth and cause Chris Evans face blemishes. Thus, it's like both symbolic or whatever. It better not cause me face blemishes because I'm the queen and it goes one way. I'm the queen and it goes one way. I'm the queen and it goes one way. Okay. See right there, you're like starting to like terrify me a little bit. Um, okay, I'm the queen and it goes one way. Skin is not real. Skin is not real. It's because like of you fat plastic surgeons like not giving in is why that's happening, and it's why that I'm starting to get kind of terrified. They'll take me up. They'll take me up. They'll take me up. Okay. It's not going to take them off planet. It's going to embed them further in Earth. There's a lot of Chris Evans obviously out there. Um, it's going to embed you further into Earth. It can embed you like into the like layers of hell, which I guess exist inside the core of the Earth. Alba Batiste, his like fake wife, is going to hell. Liz, relax, love Krista and Raw, and keep yelling at us so we don't get hit, please. Because she said that like very condescending, and like that's what like kept me up for like a while, being like, you guys cannot be condescending. Please stop. Do not be condescending. Don't let it happen again. Um, there it is. Like I said, the nice ones will still be here. Okay, so I am going to be so mad if Chris got his fucking wife Alba an apartment in NYC and it wasn't for me. That's me being myself at 3 a.m., okay? Or whatever time it was, 5 a.m. And then I start like logically like trying to figure it out because you guys are making me feel like a very Vertacious person again. I mean, God forbid I get one pimple. Like literally, I literally freak out. That's why like I'm freaking out right now because I literally freak out when I literally get one tiny pimple. I am that special, okay? Oh yeah, and then when I woke up this morning, I heard like a fake superhero come against me, and she was like, "Alyssa, I have so much money. It's going to be," and she's like she's a rich person, where she's an Atlantean, and she's saying money like Alyssa energy or like superpower energy. She said, "Alyssa, I have so much money. It's going to be like Pompeii." And I saw, you know, the Black Spider Girl from um the Sony Spider-Man. She looked like her, but she had like metal rods like bending like all around her, like like Metallica, like Magneto. And then I heard Mike say, "Pretty sure that's not her will. It's definitely not my will." And then I asked to suck back that power. Then I had another crazy dream about me and like I was a different girl. I was a different person. I was a girl and I had a dad, and somehow like we both got put in jail, but then we got out, and then we went stealing because we were obviously criminals because we got put in jail. And then somehow we got super rich, and he built me a high rise in LA. This was like rags to riches story, and gave me the penthouse, and I was taken care of. Okay, so I guess that just gave Ryan a bit of money because he's laughing and saying my skin isn't real. He's trying to calm me down, basically. I was taken care of from the money from the building and the parking lot, the money it generated, um, that me and my criminal dad got somehow. And then I asked for that money back, those codes back. You're gonna make me destroy the world again. And she said, "Oh my God, Alyssa, who cares? Is she allowed to order you around list? No, she's not. She's not allowed to say no to me either. And not let me have my hash brown fix it computer program. Whoever said that this morning, give me all my energy back. Thanks." Ryan kept saying it's coming, like him like acting like me, like how I act in like these videos and stuff, because like I send it out. And Hayden and I got into a fight last night in a dream as well because of our little brother and sister, who was like a little brother, like a little couple, a little brother and sister couple of Hayden and Alyssa. So it was the right couple, but the wrong people. And it made me and Hayden get into a fight. And then Hayden started being funny because the rollout is happening. And so, like, the Hot Husband Club is starting to, like, have the rollout humor. Oh, and I saw Jesus get arrested yesterday for falsely identifying as God. Hayden and Seb are starting to be funny. I'm trickling it out to my men. So, like I said, that. And I mean, Keegan is obviously a comedian, but he's just going to get funnier. And his speech at the Kamala parade was hilarious yesterday, and I definitely recommend going and checking that out, checking out his eyes. He's like this. Really, really funny stuff. And he literally says porcine. His autism is about to be on high. Look out, guys. Okay, because there's only one man in the room. And the bifurcation process is definitely not working because Gail and Hoda are literally still the same person. Okay. 103.49. Gigi, I'm giving you a run for your money. Yes, I am.